Back to our channel. My name is Delia from Furno's Adventures. In today's video, I am joined by my banana emotional support duck, and we will be discussing my current cage setup for my guinea pigs, as well as doing my weekly deep clean for them. For starters, I would like to share a little bit of general information about our guinea pig cage. We are currently housing our guinea pigs in a Cavi CNC grid cage, and it is a 7x3. Before we got our guinea pigs, I looked around online a lot to see what types of cages generally people prefer, and the clear favorite was obviously CNC cages. Unfortunately, back then I didn't really know any specific brand that sold CNC cages, so my first cage was from Amazon, and it was the minimum recommendation for size for 2 guinea pigs. As the months went by and our herd grew, I really wanted to buy more grids so that I can mold the cages in a way that was most suitable for me, and this is when I actually found Cavi. Here I would like to say that this video is not sponsored by Cavi. I bought all of the grids, all of the fleece liners, and everything that I bought from them with my own money, and they are not paying me to do this video. I just really enjoy the brand, and I find that they have good quality things. This year marks the 3rd year that I will be using these grids, and I actually really enjoy them. They're quite high quality, although they are a bit pricey. I know that there are many other options around online, especially for CNC cages for different types of budgets, but at the time this is what I found, and I'm currently really enjoying it. Usually our guinea pig cage includes a loft, but as you will see in this video, there is no loft, and I am at fault for that. I was deep cleaning the cage and I also wanted to expand it by a grid, so I took it all apart, which means that I had to cut the zip ties that were holding the loft up. And I've completely forgot that we don't have zip ties. Every time I remind myself, please buy zip ties so you can put the loft back up, and every single time I forget. But hopefully in the next month or so, I will finally remember to go and buy big zip ties so that I can put the loft back up, because actually our guinea pigs really enjoy the loft and they usually stay there to get treats. So without further ado, here is a quick montage of me cleaning the guinea pig cage for our deep weekly clean, and of course I will be sharing with you my process of doing so. At the end of the video, I will also be doing a cage setup tour where I will be sharing with you what types of fleece I like and what types of little hideys the guinea pigs enjoy.
Hi and welcome to this voiceover. As you can see, I'm starting to clean the cage by removing the oat fleece. Currently we are using bath mats, beaded bath mats as I call them, for our bedding, and underneath that we have pee-pee pads on the complete bottom of the cage, and you can see it's kind of overlapping the sides. We have a plastic sheet which just helps keep everything poopy and pee wise inside the cage. Our current bath mats are from Yusk, but you can find those bath mats pretty much everywhere. I find them quite convenient, especially those that we found in Yusk, since they were sold in very big sizes. They hold onto the pee quite well. They dry very fast, so the little feet of the piggies don't get wet. They don't smell as much as wood shavings do. We wash them once a week, and of course we spot clean every night, and in the areas where the guinea pigs pee a bit more, we add special little fleece mats. You can see that the piggies tried corn for the first time today. They were not the biggest fans, but they kind of nibbled on it quite a lot as well. So I don't know what the final verdict on corn is, but unfortunately I have to throw this away, because after a while, when the food has sat out, especially in the current heat in my country, it does tend to go bad and it can cause an upset stomach, which I want to avoid at all costs. After scooping the poop, I sweep the pee-pee mats. The pee-pee mats I change usually once every 2 weeks, and I will exchange ones that have a lot of pee stains on them. in certain situations, even during the weekly clean. However, I've noticed that most of the time they last for 2 weeks, sometimes even 3 weeks without any odor or wetness. Again, the piggies love just peeing and pooping in all of the corners of the cage, so that's where I'm mostly focused on. The middle usually stays completely dry except for a stray poop or a piece of food, or of course hay, because the hay goes everywhere. I don't remove the guinea pigs for the weekly clean because I've noticed that they quite enjoy exploring the new area, especially when the new fresh mats are added. This is why I always clean the cage step by step, so I don't just first remove the dirty mats and then add the clean ones. I remove one dirty mat or two dirty mats and then add one clean one, because they really enjoy walking around and communicating with each other and wondering what's happening. Of course, I change their bowls as well every week. Usually they use one bowl for the pellets. However, sometimes I do add a secondary bowl for their veggies. Most of the time though, I notice that a secondary bowl is not even needed, and I just throw it on the fleece, because when they eat they throw it around everywhere anyway, so what's the point of getting a second bowl dirty? With their hay, I've tried several different things. For now, I noticed that a hay kitty toilet actually, along with a hay bag, really does the trick. They stick their head all in that hay bag, so I'm very happy that it has a very big hole, because the last thing I want is a guinea pig to get stuck. This is one of my biggest fears, so I make sure that everything is piggy safe in that cage. I always keep their wooden hideys in. They really like them. They chew on the wood quite a lot, which is also good for their teeth. Sometimes I also tend to add sticks, especially apple sticks they really like. However, in this case, we didn't have those anymore. The soft hideys I rotate. I've noticed certain favorites. Currently in the new cage setup, there are two massive favorites, which is the sock hidey is what I call it. I don't know the actual name. It is the one with the skulls. They love it. They can't get enough of it. They go inside and they roll around in it. The other one is the fleece tunnel. They really enjoyed using that as well. And of course, the little bunk bed I bought. I thought it would be too small for them, but they all fit in there quite well and they sleep in there constantly. The bunk bed I try to keep in as much as possible, because all of the piggies really love it and sometimes they fight to get in it. Once again, the cage doesn't have a loft, but I usually keep the loft on the furthest side, where you can see their little food stack and their hay box. This is because they know that the treats come from there, so they always go on top of the loft to beg me with their cute little faces for pea flakes, and I can never say no. Regarding their water, I didn't change it in this cleanup, but I change the water every night, and if the day is hot, I change it twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, so that they can have fresh water. Again, this is a very simple, basic weekly cleanup. It's not that time consuming. I find that I finish in around 20 to 30 minutes maximum, sometimes even less. Today I finished in around 15 minutes. I have noticed that the daily scooping of the poop along with the weekly cleaning is a very good way for us to keep the piggies. We do not have any smell except the smell of hay, which is normal. There is no wetness, especially in summer, and the piggies seem happy. Every 2 weeks, when I change the white pea mats out, I disinfect the bottom of the cage, the plastic sheet, because I have noticed that it does tend to get peed on quite a lot as well. However, it is not that severe that I need to clean it every week. Every 2 weeks is completely fine for us, and this way our piggies are clean. I hope you found some of this information useful, and I am going to leave you with the rest of this montage. Bye bye from VoiceOver Me.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, and if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!